Hi, this is Miss Goodale, and today I'm talking about properties of addition and multiplication. With this video, I will be talking about the commutative, associative, and identity properties. I will not be talking about the distributive property because I think that would be better left to another video. Just for the fact that a lot of times people get a little confused over the distributive property. So I'm going to go ahead and go over the other three. So the commutative property is similar in both. So I like to use the way the word sounds to help me remember. So this word sounds like commute. And so I would draw maybe a little car. So you commute in a car to work, and when you commute, you might go from one town, like town A, to town B, to town C, in that order, or you may go from town A to town C to town B. So you may go in a different order. But the sum still stays the same. So the distance between all those towns is still going to be the same. So sum or difference, or sorry, not difference, sum or product. So the answer is going to stay the same. That just means you can mix up the order that you add or multiply. So I could do 2 plus 3 plus 1, and that would still equal 1 plus 2 plus 3. Or with multiplication, I could do 1 times 2 times 3, which is 6. Or I could do 3 times 1 times 2. 3 times 1 is 3 times 2 is 6. So I would still get the same answer. The second one that I'm going to talk about is the associative property, which I think of this one as the word associate. So who do you associate with? What group do you hang out with? So I draw a little people to help me remember this one. So this one, the grouping changes, but the sum or product is the same. So let me give you an example here. Let's say I do 3 plus 4 in parentheses plus 2. Or I put this the other way around, and I do it this way. So 3 plus 4 is 7, plus 2 is 9. 4 plus 2 is 6. 3 plus 6 is 9. So it's the same thing. If I do it with multiplication, 2 times 1 times 4, or 2 times 1 times 4. So this one I would do the 2 times 1 first, which is in parentheses. This one I would do the 1 times 4 first, which is in parentheses. And 2 times 4 is the same thing as 2 times 4. So both of those are equal to 8. So again, commutative sounds like commute. So it's like your commute to and from work. The difference, the order is different, but the answer stays the same. The associative, it's like the people you associate with or the group that you are in. So the group changes, but the sum or product is the same. Now the identity, this one is probably the easiest to work with. It's like your ID. So this one for a picture, because I like having some kind of a graphic to help me remember. I'm going to draw a little picture. This would be like my license, right? My ID is going to stay the same regardless on this one. So with 0, or with, actually let me write that again. With a sum, which is addition, of 0 and any number is that number. So it retains its ID. So if I added 5 plus 0, its identity is 5. Its ID is 5, so it's going to stay the same. The product or multiplication of 1 and any number is that number. So this time, instead of adding, you're multiplying. So if I do 5 times 1, that equals 5. It's retaining its ID. So this one is only different by the number that they add or they multiply. So if you add 0, you're going to get the same number. If you multiply by 1, then it retains its ID. It gets the same number. So those are the 3 that we go over in class aside from the distributive property. Let me know if you have any questions, and stay tuned for a video on the distributive property. Thank you.